Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Joyce McTeer and I am the owner and operator of LaJoytra Creation Designs. I am coming to you all today with another pop-up DIY. Okay y'all, today we're going to be making an earring, but we're going to be making an earring, but the items that you are going to need are going to be 2 of each because I'm only going to be making one single earring, okay? So here are the items that you will need. You're going to need some fabric, and this is the choice of fabric that I chose to have. So you're going to need 2 pieces of fabric. You're going to need your ruler. You're going to need a piece of 20 gauge wire, and this piece of 20 gauge wire is 5 inches long. You are going to need some wood beads, okay? This is one of the wood beads right here that I chose, so you're going to need 2 of these. This is another wood bead, and this wood bead here is 16 millimeters, so you're going to need 2 of these. These beads right here are 6 millimeter, okay? This is 16, and these two little ones here are 6, okay? This, you're going to need a fish hook. You are going to need some thread. You're going to need your wire cutters, round nose pliers, and a needle and some scissors. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get started. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, so I'm back. So I cut my fabric about 1.5 inches wide, okay? I folded it on the sides down. I gave it some pleats, and then I folded again, okay, and I ironed it down. So let me show you. I cut it out about 1.5 inches wide, just like this. I folded on both sides, ironed it down, and then I folded again, okay? And this is pretty much what you are going to have. This is what your piece should look like, okay? Now the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to string my my needle, because you're going to need some thread and needle to do this, to achieve the look that I am showing you. So I'm going to thread my needle, and then I'm going to start sewing my piece. Because I want you all to see what I am doing. So let me finish threading this, and then I will be back, guys. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, so I finally got my needle threaded. And what I'm going to do is I am going to start sewing my fabric. So I'm going to start on one end. And you want to sew the 2 ends that you iron down. You want to sew those 2 pieces together, okay? Okay. And it's basically all I'm going to do is just like this. Let me take it through one more time. I'm just going to do like this. You want to try to get as close up to the top of it. You want to be up at the top, not in the middle, but up at the top, okay? And I'm just going to show you a couple pieces. I'm going to sew it just a little bit so that you all can get the idea of what it is that I'm trying to do. And then, because this is going to take some time for me to sew it all together. So basically, what you see me doing right here is pretty much all I am going to be doing for the whole piece, okay? I'm just sewing the top part of it together. And as I'm going along sewing it, I'm pulling it together so it can be like it's pleated. And I'm pulling it. Wait a minute. and pulling it together just like that. So if you can see it, you probably can't see it, but it's starting to pleat. And we want to do this whole entire earring like this. Okay. Okay. Now, I don't know if you can see it, but it's starting to pleat. I try to make sure that when I'm doing this, I pretty much want my pleats to kind of be the same size. So that's why I'm taking my time, making sure that I'm doing it the correct way and not rushing. See? And as you're pulling it, it's making a little design. And I think that's why I like doing this, because this is what you're gonna see. It's gonna be something different. Okay, so you all get what I'm doing. Okay, so I'm basically, what I'm going to do to keep the video from being really long, I am going to finish sewing it all the way down. And then when I come back, I'm going to show you the end results, okay? I'll be right back. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, so here is our piece. That long piece that was 35 inches long, once I sewn it all the way down, this is what I get. And this is really, really little. This long piece turned into this, okay? So the next thing I'm going to do is I am going to take my wood bead right here, and I'm just going to put it through my wood bead just like this. Okay, just like this. Okay. I hope you can see where I'm going with this. And then I'm going to come up to the top, and I'm going to sew these two ends together. Okay, just like this. I'm sewing the two ends together. Okay, now these two are sewn together, so that's, you know, I have them sewn on, so this, it won't be able to come off. Okay, now what I'm going to do, I'm going to set this to the side, and I'm going to assemble this piece right here. So I'm going to take my round nose pliers, and I'm going to make a loop. And I actually want my hole to be pretty big, so yeah, that's sufficient. I'm going to give it a little indentation. And then I'm going to take my round nose pliers, go over top, push this piece up, and wrap it around a couple of times. And then I have some excess right here, so I'm going to snip that off with my wire cutters. And then I'm going to take my round nose pliers and go in and squeeze in to make sure that there's nothing sticking. Now I'm going to assemble this part right here. So I'm going to take this bead right here, this little bead, which is 6 millimeters. I'm going to put this here next, and then I'm going to put this here. Okay, and this is what this is what your bead is going to look like. Okay, now the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my round nose pliers, come up to the top, make a loop. Okay, give it some indentation, and then I'm just going to start wrapping it around the bead. Okay. And that's pretty much it. And then I'm going to take my wire cutters and snip it. Take my round nose pliers and give it, make sure it's not sticking. Go in and push it in. Okay. And this is the end result of our bead, okay? Now the very last thing that we're going to do is I'm going to take and connect these two pieces together. So I'm going to go down the bottom right here, and I'm just going to start sewing this, connecting this on to this earring, just like this. Taking it through, and then I'm going to take it through the fabric, and then take it through again so it can hold in place. Take it through the fabric and take it through again. Okay? All right. We almost done with our earring. And then I am going to take my scissors, cut this off right here. And then I'm going to tie a knot, a couple of knots, as a matter of fact, to make sure that it doesn't come off. Couple knots. Just like that. Then I'm going to take my scissors and cut off all this string right here. Just like that. And then last but not least, to make it final, I'm going to add on our fish hook. And it doesn't really matter which way you put it on. And then I'm going to take my round nose pliers and squeeze it together. And then you'll have yourself a beautiful pair of earrings. Now look at this. This is absolutely gorgeous. It's different. You won't find anybody else with this. Look at this. This is too cute, ladies and gentlemen. Look at this earring. It's different. You won't find anybody else with it. You'll be the only one rocking these earrings. And I know a lot of you all are going to ask me where I got my beads. I got this from Walmart. Okay, it comes in a pack of 3. But I don't know if they still have them, because a lot of the stuff that I have, y'all, I have had for quite some time. And so every now and then I'll go on my stash and I'll pull stuff out for me to make stuff with. This bead right here, I got this from my local beauty supply store. Okay, it wasn't a separate bead as a bead. It was a bracelet that I broke down. Because sometimes I get the stretch bracelets, the wood stretch bracelets, and I just break them down and I use the beads. Okay, so that's where I got this bead from. So I just wanted to come to you all today to show you this gorgeous bracelet. Gorgeous bracelet. This gorgeous... I gotta laugh at myself sometime, y'all. I be moving too fast. This beautiful earring right here. So I want to say that if you are new to my channel, please subscribe. Hit the bell that is on the other side of the subscription button, so that when I upload these pop-up DIYs, you will be the first to get the notification. I'm thinking, I don't know if you'll be the first, but you'll get the notification for it, okay? I want to thank you all for watching. Have a wonderful and awesome week. Peace and blessings, everyone. See ya.